out quite a few interesting points. The first one is you mentioned that you should trade longer term and avoid any day trading or scalping kind of trading. Can you please elaborate a bit on this?
Yeah, I think the best way to make money is to follow longer term trends rather than day trading or scalping. If you're trading very short term, you're basically trading the volatility, the noise of the market. If you're trading long term trends, the odds are more in your favor. And you will actually have the potential to make more money and spend less time on your trading. The day trading and scalping myth has come around with people selling low risk, as they would say, courses with high reward. But most people who scalp or day trade, the odds are not in their favor, they will lose. If you look at the chart, you will see basic trends that go on for weeks, months. If you look into those, hold them, which you can do in about half an hour a day, you'll make more money and you'll actually have less risk.
So how come 90% of the traders lose?
The reason 90% of the traders lose is not because they can't learn to win, it's because they either lack the desire to get an education. But forex is simple, so anyone can learn if they've got the motivation. But most of all, people actually lack the mindset to succeed. They're not disciplined and they're not confident when they trade. They tend to let losses run, cut their profits, and then lose.
I gather you're quite skeptical about advanced trading techniques and in favor of simple trading techniques. Why is this?
Very much in favor of simple techniques. I mean, advanced techniques sort of implies that you're going to make more money with them, but in forex that's not true. Simple systems work best. And you'll hear a lot about people saying they use complex mathematical formulas to beat the market. But of course that's not possible because the markets don't move to mathematics, they only move to the odds. So you're only trading probabilities rather than certainties. So simple systems will always work better than advanced techniques. And you can prove it because if you take 50 years ago, before we had the internet, instant price action, news at the click of a mouse, 95% of traders lost money. 95% of traders still lose money today, and 95% of traders will still lose money in 50 years' time. So any advances in technology have not improved the hit rate in forex trading who wins.
Talking about odds, you like to compare forex trading to poker playing. Why is this?
Because the skills you need to win at poker are the same skills you need to win at forex. And many of the world's top traders actually came from a background of professional poker playing. And the reason poker players make such good traders is because they're not trying to beat the market. You know, like you see a lot of people trying to beat the market with complex systems and all the rest of it. They know they can't do that. All they can do is trade the odds. So what they do is most of the time they'll either be passing hands by or folding hands. So they're staying out the market or getting out the market quickly and cutting a loss if the odds are not in their favour. When they get a winning hand, they're obviously hitting it hard, trading it for all it's worth. So your poker player will understand in forex you're going to lose more trades than you win. But you'll also understand that if you keep your losses small, stay out of trades that have got low odds, that his opportunity will come. He may not win that often, but he's going to make a lot of money from the hands that he wins. Right. Also, I think with a poker player is used to when he sits down at the table being on his own. And you only rely on yourself, your education, and your confidence and discipline to win. And I think most people have a problem making their own trading decisions because what they do is they want to follow someone else. And of course, they can't execute the trading signal with discipline because they don't have confidence in the method or various factors come into play. So I think, your poker player is a great example of someone who would make a great forex trader, right? And, if you can play poker already and you're good at it, you'd make a good forex trader, right? Probably.
Why is money management so important to success in trading?
Yeah, money management is so important to forex trading simply because there's many different ways to make money. There's only one surefire way to lose it, and that's if you blow your equity. So, money management, we don't have obviously time to go into everything about money management here, but you need to have the discipline to cut losses very quickly. You also need the discipline to run profits to cover your losses. And with money management, it is the most important part of your forex trading strategy. You've got to have your stop in place. It's got to be far enough away to be outside the market noise, and it's got to be close enough to protect your equity. And there's many people who can pick the market and which way it's going easy enough. They just cannot get the money management right. They either stopped out too soon because they're trading the noise, or they've got their stop too far back, hope the trade turns around, and they blow their equity out the water. So money management is as important. Your exit strategy is as important or more important than your entry strategy. And you have to have sound money management if you're going to win, and it doesn't matter what system you actually use. So money management is vital.
You talk a lot about buying some classic books in your course. What are these books?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a top 10, or my personal choice of the top 10 investment books, which I think a lot of people just do not bother to read these books or any investment books. They buy systems from gurus, they buy whatever. They don't bother learning from people who've really made money or the real facts of forex trading. And the books I picked out, they're a personal choice.
Sure.
And they're my personal top 10. And I think any trader should read the book Market Wizards by Jack Schwager, which is interviews with the world's top traders. And that book will tell you the reality of forex trading as it really is, or financial trading. So you're going to have some of the best traders, and they're going to give you how they made money. And what you'll notice is that forex trading is something anyone can learn, or any financial trading is something anyone can learn. But obviously you need to get an education and so forth. There's plenty of good tips in that book. My second favourite book would be The Disciplined Trader, Mark Douglas. We don't have time to discuss how important discipline is here. If you read The Disciplined Trader, you will actually realise why discipline is as important as your actual trading method.
Sure.
Okay. My third choice would be What I Made Losing $1 Million by Jim Paul and Brendan Moynihan, which might sound an odd book to put up because obviously the guy lost money. But it's actually probably one of the best books you'll read on money management, how to approach the markets with risk. It's actually a very good story. It's written like a novel.
Right.
It's a really fantastic book. So if you want to read a book on risk, then that's the one to read. A favourite of mine would be, and it's not a forex book, but it's a book on investing, The Zurich Axioms by Max Gunther, which is, I won't go too much into it now, but it's a very sort of maverick look at the financial markets and doing what others don't. It's very, again, entertaining read.
Right.
My next one would be, and again, it's not a forex book, but it relates to anyone who wants to look at long-term trends, and it's Victor Spirandio's Trader Vic, which he goes into how long trends develop in markets, how to trade them. He's made a lot of money. He's very consistent. It's probably one of the best books you read on trend following, and we get a bit of everything thrown in, mindset, a bit of humour. So it's very good.
Right.
And how many more books have I got left? I've got 2, I think.
I think you do.
I'll have to look at my list. So, New Concepts in Technical Trading, Wells Wider from 1978, but probably one of the most important technical analysts of all time. I think that's a worthwhile purchase, and it's one that every trader should have.
The last one?
I think the last book, we should have one, sort of classic on technical analysis. So it's Anything Really by John Murphy. So if you want to learn technical analysis, anything by John Murphy is fine.